Hi everybody, Greg here from Two Old Guys with Crossbows, and went out and bought myself a new gun. Well, I didn't go out and buy this one, I actually ordered it in the mail from Cabela's. It's the Remington 783 model, and I'll get a video. I'm hoping to get out there tomorrow. It's pretty cold out there today, but I'm hoping to get out tomorrow. It's only supposed to be -2, and do some group shooting, and we'll get that on video too. Well, here's my SKS, and as you can see, I put on the kit to mount a scope, but with the eye relief being so short, I had to mount this scope pretty funny. It does work this way, but it doesn't look the prettiest. The shells come up out of the breech and hit that scope every time. It's just a cheap Mossberg scope they picked up for 24 bucks, 3 to 9 power. But we're going to take it off, and I picked up a red dot. We're going to mount this red dot on there and see how that works for the SKS. We'll see how it looks in another minute or two once I get it mounted. Well, there she is with the red dot mounted on her. Just a cheap red dot. This is the one where I refinished the stock. I left all the numbers and symbols on there, but I sanded it, put a dark finish on it. The wood looks so much better. Still got the bayonet attached. This is a Russian SKS. All the numbers match on this one except for one. And I still have the original dust cover back there. I changed it out for this cheap $40 kit to mount a scope, but as you can see, scopes don't fit very well on these SKS, and we'll see how this red dot does. Now it's just a matter of getting it out and shooting it and see how well it holds its sight. The iron sights on this gun when I got it shoot a little high and right. But there are adjustments that can be done on the SKS, but you need a special tool. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's a little pin there, and you can push it either way. But all in all, very nice gun. I paid $220 for this gun from Cabela's, in quite good shape. But we'll take it out and do some target shooting, and we'll see how it does. It seemed to group very well before with the other scope. We'll see how it does with this red dot. Well, out here to do some target shooting. Brought out the new 223, the Remington 783, and going to see how it's sighted in. I can see my targets are curling down there, but and I also brought out the SKS 7.62. It has a new red dot scope on it. It's a little chilly, a lot of snow on the ground, and I got the target set up at 25 yards, which should zero me again at about 100 yards. Safety off. Be shooting at that center circle down there. Right in the circle. Okay, that was low. We're right on the center pretty much. Bring it up very much on. Well, we're in the circle. Still gonna come up a bit. And we'll go left just a little bit. Right about there, I think. But we're gonna have to reload. Very easy trigger pull on this gun. That's better.
Last one.
That was it. Clear.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I have to apologize again. I did set the camera up down by the target to record as I was shooting, but unfortunately I forgot to turn the camera on when I started shooting. But let's start with the 7.62. First shot for that one was here. I was aiming at this circle. I was high and a little right. So I dropped it down and brought it over. My next shot actually was this one, right in the circle, out to the side. And then I did a little adjustment, brought it over, put this one in, and did some rapid fire. And these two were the other results. But quite happy with this. And that was with that little red dot scope on the 25-06. I think it'll work well. This was on the setting 11, the biggest dot, which almost was as big as a circle through the viewer. So quite happy. Then, of course, I decided to sight in the Remington 7.83 in 223 caliber, and the first shot for it was this one. So it looked like it was pretty much lined up, but it was low. So, and these were all off my shooting stick. I really didn't have a table out there, so it wasn't the steadiest rest, just the tripod shooting stick. My next shot was this one. And I did an adjustment, then I put another one right beside it. I went, So I brought it up higher, and then my next shot was here. And I adjusted a little more, and then it was here. And then, of course, I just give it a little couple clicks, and then I put a group like this. And I'm quite happy with that. Of the shooting stick, you can see one was basically on the line. And these are almost touching, these 4 shots. So my next venture will be, of course, instead of at 25 yards, I'll be going out to the 100 yards and seeing how all this works. It'll be interesting to see how the red dot works at 100 yards on the smallest dot setting. But I'll wait for a nicer day. It's kind of cold here in Saskatchewan right now to be sitting out in the bush shooting. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with that red dot, and I'm quite impressed with this 223. The 223 seems to be sighted in well enough that I can go out and do some coyote blinking. And once I get out and do some coyote hunting, we'll get that on video too. And we'll get those up. Maybe even take the 7.62 out and give it a try on some coyotes with that red dot scope. Hope you enjoyed this.